Series.
You do?
For BMW.
Oh, yes. Bobby Rahal, I believe that.
Yeah.
I was with him at Pebble Beach.
Won
A couple races.
2 championships for
Yes.
BMW.
Yeah. Porsche has been incredibly supportive.
How many years have you been in the American Le Mans Series?
This is my second year.
Second year. And so you know what you're doing. You're not just a kid then, don't you?
I'm learning. I was in Grand Am a few years prior to that and raced Daytona there.
Right. Well, take us through Le Mans. And this year you did better than the previous year. You finished, what, 4th in your...
We finished 4th. We were a minute 18 off the podium after 24 hours. We led the race several times. We were in contention the whole race and just didn't...
How many hours did you compete in the race?
There was a 24-hour race. I think it was like 6-7 hours.
6 or 7 hours. And you drove through the night?
Yes.
Now, what is that like?
Visibility is limited, to say the least.
Did you have rain? They usually get a little
We
rain.
had a lot of rain. There was a lot of rain during practice and qualifying and certainly during the race, yes.
This is the preeminent motor race of the world, one of a handful.
It's the greatest endurance race in the world, certainly.
Yeah. And in an endurance race, you're not going 10/10ths, are you?
Well, no, now you pretty much are. I think everyone was doing qualifying laps for the most part for 24 hours. It's a real testament to the equipment.
True. Is that true?
No, it is true. I was there, and the really fast guys like Patrick Long and the professionals were hitting their times and improving it upon almost every session they were in.
Now, there used to be the Mulsanne Straight used to be 3.
It's an 8-mile circuit, yeah, and now they have chicanes and to break.
Yeah, but the Mulsanne Straight was incredible because it was a 3-mile straight run, and the speeds would be
over 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, 2.5. So crazy. And now they put in the little chicanes. What is the top speed on the circuit?
It depends on the car. There's several classes that you race against. LMP1, which is Le Mans prototype. LMP2.
These are the real big types.
Those are the big cars. They're sort of the ones that you see Audi driving and the prototypes. And they're well over 200 miles an hour.
200 miles. And for you, what speeds are we doing?
About 180, 185, depending if you get a draft.
Yeah. And do you get the nods driving at night? Just a little of that? You might. I mean,
yeah, you're pretty focused at night, going 180 miles an hour. There's a lot to take in, and you're really concerned about who's going to come up behind you, especially the prototypes, because you want to make sure they get enough room to get by.
Do they flash their lights at you?
Yes, they do. Yeah. They let you know they're coming.
And then what about cars in smaller categories? You got to be careful of them when you're overtaking, too.
Well, yeah, you want to be aware of who's in front of you, what position they're in, and then if you're fighting them for a position or not, either you let them go or you go after them.
Do they still have the big Ferris wheel?
Yes, they do.
Did you get to ride that?
I didn't have any time to do that, no. I looked at it several times.
You know, I don't want to tell you how to run your racing. But if it were me and I'm done with a shift,
right,
and I got maybe 45 minutes or an hour free,
right,
I'm on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, okay.
Why not?
It's a good way to relax, I suppose.
Of course. Well, they have this show now that chronicles your activities at Le Mans this year, right?
Yeah, it's on Velocity.
Well, what do we see? What goes on there?
It's a 4-parter, and the first part is sort of setting up Le Mans, what it means, the history. Also, Paul Newman, Steve McQueen, and James Garner were big racers. Paul Newman had raced there and was on the podium, and an incredible racer. Steve McQueen, of course, did the movie Le Mans, and Garner was a big off-road racer. So we tell the story of what it's like coming from Hollywood to get into the racing.
Who is the better racer of those three, the best racer of those three?
It would have to be Paul Newman, in my opinion, I think. Yeah, he worked very, very hard at it, took it very seriously, and became incredibly competitive and very well respected.
I think came more naturally to him than perhaps the other two guys.
Yeah, he felt it was very easy for him to do it. It was the thing that he became good at very quickly. He worked hard at it. But
who of those three is the best actor?
Yeah, that's how I know the answer. It depends on the movie, I think.
And so will you do more of this now?
Racing, yes. Would love it. I would rather do that more than anything else.
So I could go to Baltimore this weekend and see you racing?
Yes. Well, your team will be down there, right?
Yeah.
Bobby Rahal will be down there.
We'll be down there. Yeah, that's right.
You're in the BMW, we're in the Porsche.